Rule number one.
Rule number one, no fun.
This conversation is the real reason rule number one exists, that we don't tell our guests.
Yeah, and the other reason rule number two exists is because what we were talking about earlier. We were breaking all the rules before the podcast.
What were y'all talking about earlier?
Rule number two.
What do you know about Presbyterianism?
I went to a Presbyterian church a
I
lot.
don't even know what the word means.
Is it Presbyterian or Seventh-day Adventists that wear jeans and think that pictures capture a part of the soul?
That is not Presbyterians.
Okay, so
Not the
like that ain't me.
Presbyterians are basically diet Catholics.
Yeah, they tithe pretty strictly.
Yeah, they would pass the basket around. So in Presbyterian church, we would only do communion once a month. In Catholic church, it was every week. Well, every day. Yeah, if you're going every day.
Yeah.
But it would be every Sunday.
We did communion every single week in Lutheran church.
Lutherans do it every week. Okay.
Seventh-day Adventist. We also have acolytes. We acknowledge the saints. We don't pray to them. But anyways, the
losers.
we're just like, what's up?
Idiots.
What's up? I ain't gonna get specific with you.
What brought up religion?
I was thinking about how that the audio sync thing makes me feel like it's capturing a part of my soul. And there's a sect of Christianity that thinks that they don't let pictures be taken of them because they think it takes a part of your soul.
Yeah, they're Muslims, right?
It just sounds like one dude was half
you know
drunk
what?
one time and made a theory and was just like, you know what? I'm tired of these cameras.
For real. That's what I feel like a lot of religion. You think about it, all of the things that you can't do in Christianity are the best things in the world. Drinking, drugs, having fun, sex.
Oh, I thought you were going to say every religion was just like one dude's half-drunken, stupid story. It's like, on the campfire, listen to him like, you're not going to believe this shit. This guy came
do you know the theories about like...
I mean, a lot of it would be basically a campfire story.
Yeah, but a lot of the theories are like, oh, God came and spoke to you. Oh, when you were on a mountain by yourself? Yeah, you probably ate something you weren't supposed to and tripped sack.
Oh, by yourself? Oh, you were by yourself. Just like,
oh, for real. It's all Muhammad went into a cave by himself.
Babylonian.
Had a bunch of visions. Hey, I've been in a cave, my apartment.
Yeah.
And had a bunch of visions, but tripping balls. Like
what? Yeah, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't go write a book and find a whole community of people to brainwash with me.
It's because there were no smartphones back then. So when a guy came down with an interesting story that was gone for like 2 weeks, they were like, hold on, listen to what he's got to say.
Yeah.
And he just had a schizophrenic break on the side of a mountain.
It's a great story. It doesn't mean that's how the whole world was formed. He's like, dude, that guy just came back from down the mountain and he told me how the world was made, and I couldn't even fathom how I made dinner tonight.
Do you know why that story? You know why we think that it's because of the people he told it to. They were specifically a certain kind of people.
What?
Never
people
mind.
that were dumb enough to believe it?
No, it was the Jews.
That was a Jew joke. Works every time.
That's loud.
Yeah.
That was pretty loud.
It was perfectly timed, though, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Works Every Time podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Markus, here with
Justin Essenmachers.
And I'm Philip Garcia.
We want to give a shout out to the Sunset Strip. Thank you for letting us record here. Also, come check out our live show.
This is after.
It was good.
Fuck!
The live show was great.
Fuck! Started from the top. Fuck!
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Works Every Time podcast. It's me, Philip Garcia, here along with the other host,
Markus Oland.
Justin Essenmacher.
Okay, all right. Markus.
I forgot we already did the live show that we haven't done and that I'm terrified about. Like,
well, it was great, right? It went well?
The live show? Yeah,
it went phenomenal.
I forgot. Are you doing it, Justin?
Yeah,
6 people.
Got to do it.
I hope it's not 8 people.
Yo.
We need more than
all right.
10.
All right. Sorry.
Welcome back to the Works Every Time podcast. I'm your host, Justin Essenmacher, alongside me with
Markus Oland
and Philip Garcia.
We just want to give a quick shout out to all our amazing fans who came out to our live show here at Sunset Strip Comedy Club. Man, what a great night.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you to TEJAS TONIC, of course, for sponsoring this event. We always love them. Also, give a shout out to TEJAS TONIC. Check out their products, and if you use the code WETPOD for 15% off their products.
It's a good deal. That's taxes and then some.
That's right. All natural, no sugar. Get high. Next one is
Yeah, welcome back to the podcast. Let's run through the Works Every Time commandments real quick. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Let's run through the Works Every Time commandments real quick. Holy shit.
Yeah, and now we also have the rules, the commandments of our podcast. I just want to say welcome back to the podcast. If you haven't listened to us before, is this like
good.
a bad dream?
I think we nailed it. I think it's good. I think we just roll.
Great. How are you guys doing? Also, shout out to all the new people. All the new people that haven't watched this podcast.
Justin if he ever gets an Oscar, they're playing his ass off the stage for
sure. Because I'm gonna
shout out to my bowling coach, both of them.
That's my dad.
The early one, yeah, my dad, my bowling advisor.
Also, I want to give a shout out to my mom for always, being by my side, always there. When I need somebody.
Don't forget your wife.
My wife, of course. I wanted to give a shout out to my wife. I would have already given a shout out to my wife. That would have been the first one I gave a shout out to. Because if I didn't say that first, I would die. I wouldn't make it to the end of the speech.
In theory.
So, but I think they're playing me off. But before I leave, I just want to give a quick shout out to TEJAS TONIC. They were my first sponsor ever. Well, I didn't get to say them yet.
You did.
I've been interrupted by everybody in this whole speech.
Interrupted, or we're just...
You've interrupted yourself. You did. Honestly, you did a great intro.
Okay.
It was one of my favorite intros. This is the funniest intro.
We're back.
And we're back. How are you guys doing today?
I was going to ask you first.
Don't ask me first, because I already asked you.
I'm doing good.
How are you?
I got a tooth issue right now. Soup's at home all day. I'm going to go home here in a couple hours, check on him. The lady's at work all day. We got the parents in town this weekend.
That's awesome.
I got to go home and do a lot of laundry.
You got to do a lot of laundry. Question.
Yeah.
Whose breath smells worse, you or the dogs?
Does my breath smell bad right now?
No, I'm just saying because you had a tooth problem.
Oh,
Usually toothaches are bad.
That's the one thing that I got a dental floss pick because my ex had a tooth problem. I remember how bad it would stink when it cracked, and I was like, I'm not gonna have that issue. I will constantly be cleaning it out.
I would
with Lone Star beer.
Yeah, you can't do that. Having a hole in your tooth and just talking to somebody and that breath just hits you in the nose.
It's rot. You're smelling rot.
How are you doing? And it's
That's the problem with me. I think I've been cleaning it so frequently that it's like I've water jet it down. Now I have to get it removed because the nerves are exposed because I just constantly clean and scrape at it. The other day I was scraping at it and I felt the nerve get hit, and I've never... You ever have tooth pain, like a nerve tooth pain?
You know what's funny? Every time you get a toothache, I start to get a toothache.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Have you had one before?
An ache?
Yeah, like a nerve pain in your teeth.
Not like what you're experiencing. I think I'm getting like a contact residual.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, because I'm at the point right now where if I watch someone chug something cold, I get like PTSD from it.
I'm getting like I know how the nerves
I'll
feel.
cash my only Diet Coke.
Dude, I gotta plug it with my tongue. See it like I see my face cinch up a little bit.
I did see it.
I got like a little bit of. I plug it with my tongue when I chug.
But when someone says, But when someone says nerves about their tooth, I cringe because I know I've had so much work on my teeth done.
Yeah.
It hurts, and just feeling it.
It's a
and
full
you
body
saying
thing.
it. Yeah, I hate
Makes
it.
me feel like I am in a simulation the way it hurts.
Yeah,
wow.
And when the doctor comes up and he's like, "Hey, I see you have a little hole here with that little pick," and he goes, "Ha!
That hurt?
Ha! Oh, does that right
hurt?
there?" And you're like, "No, it doesn't hurt yet." And he goes, "Oh, I didn't get it yet." And then you go, and he's like, "How about that?" And you're like, "Fuck yeah."
Hey man, just pull the tooth out. It's not going to be there after you're done with it.
Yeah, it's
so
like you can clearly see the hole. I can see it in the mirror. Why don't you just pull it out? You don't even have to poke it.
I think they're just having fun.
That's honestly what it feels like. It feels like a bully.
I think every time a doctor's like, "Does this hurt?" You should just be like, "Yeah."
Instagram wants me to go to Turkey. Because dental treatment in Turkey. Like, there's someone who wants to pay for me to fly to Turkey.
Is that your insurance? You got insurance through Instagram now?
No, well, yeah, I guess the algorithm is my insurance now.
Your insurance sounds better than mine. I don't even have dental.
But they're telling me it's like less than $600 for me to go to Turkey and get a full veneer done, and it's like $400 just in America to get a tooth pulled. It's it's $1,800 to get the veneer in America.
Hey, I want to point this out because Turkey now. Turkey's the place where they have the hair transplant treatments that are super cheap, and now they have the teeth transplant things. How many people did they just kill?
I know. Look up Turkey.
Because this is definitely dead people's hair and teeth.
You're not
could
joking.
You also imagine?
I mean, what?
Could you also imagine if you go to Turkey and you go for the tooth program, but they put a hair in your mouth? Whoa!
I did my research.
Why is my
sorry?
It's the same thing, right? No.
Or you get teeth on your head.
Nails and hair are the same thing. Teeth are not. But I looked it up. Turkey teeth is like a real thing, and you're not supposed to go over there. You're not supposed to go over there.
Do you just get a beak?
No.
You get a beak?
Well, it's just like
that?
the risk of infection and all the shit that's over there versus here, and then going back and having a dentist even want to work on it here once it fucks up is like a nightmare.
And that's not even to mention you're in fucking Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at one person sideways and they shoot you like that guy in the Olympics. Is that true?
You think Turkey celebrates Thanksgiving?
No, that's an American holiday.
I've had just enough low start to think that might be the funniest joke I've ever heard. Does Turkey celebrate Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is wild. Is there any other countries that are named after dishes that we can run that bit again with?
We have the curry turkey. We have
No.
Oh boy.
No.
wrong
They're
country?
They're gonna replace your hair.
No.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Hey, is every night in Italy spaghetti and meatball night?
It's like it is. It really is.
It really is pasta night every night there.
Yeah.
It's pasta night.
Or pizza night. And you know what's
Hey.
weird? Over in Italy, they're not judging for pizza every night, but if you had pizza every night in America, you'd be on 600-pound TV show.
My 600-pounder mama.
But
She
that's
is
a
so
weird thing.
big.
She's
no,
as big
we
as
try to float her under the board because we live in the town with all of the water, but she's too big.
a pizza pie. This woman is so around.
Why do we clown on Italians?
We clown Italians a lot here, and it
Aren't you-
started with turkey.
Yeah, our
Hey!
mustard's Italian.
Hey, we'll tell you,
JJ
fucking
Mustard.
600-pound mom to get a.
Oh,
I'll talk about turkey. Let's talk about turkey.
JJ Marinara.
Hey.
Ooh, JJ
forget
Marinara
about
sounds good.
it. JJ Marinara it's just a sandwich shop.
All right.
Oh my God. So,
So back to the rules.
number one.
Wait, what?
No Austin comedy.
We got to explain to the new people that haven't listened to our podcast yet that we have rules because there are new people listening.
The rules are important.
Do we need to explain what rules are? Or
We'll
can
do it
just
as we
dive into
go.
them?
Rule
we need
number
to
one.
explain welcome to the podcast. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
shit.
No, we don't. We'll just go through them. We'll go through them a little bit more eloquently this time. No Austin comedy. Why? Because no one gives a
cares.
shit. And
That's
that
right.
means that we don't talk about our interpersonal lives that happen here in Austin because it's so much to keep track of. And there's so much drama and BS around it that we don't want to just bog your ears down with all the useless information and the names that you'd
Yeah.
have to keep up with.
Yeah.
We like to keep it really simple for you guys.
That's true. But if you do want to keep with that life, check out Justin's journal and my Instagram, Justin Essenmachers.
Yeah. And then number two, we don't hate women. And that one's self-explanatory because
really
we
is.
want you here.
We want you here.
We do.
We want you to keep listening past this moment.
Yeah, and we want you to
Yes.
believe that we really don't hate women. That's why we made it as a rule.
And we went as far to make it 2C, which is
we don't say the C word,
Nope.
why?
Nope.
Because it's rude.
and it's bad.
And
Or
we
you-
don't hate women.
What were you saying, Marcus?
I was, you know what? Yeah, you guys are doing a good job mansplaining why we don't hate women. So I was going to let that slide.
Wait, we weren't mansplaining nothing. We were just explaining it because some people might not understand why we have to have that rule. So we had to explain it.
I'll tell you what, if you use the term mansplain, you can go ahead and turn this
Dude,
podcast off right now.
Yeah, that's
I-
true. You're not part of this crew.
I thought
dude.
you were about to say, I'll tell you what, if you use the code WETPOD, you don't ever have to hate women again.
There's going to be a lot of I tell you what's this episode. I can feel it.
Yeah, I know.
I tell you what, you
I'll
better
tell
read
you-
rule number 4 right now.
What? Rule number 3 is
Oh.
if you get too negative, you got to say something positive.
Why?
Because we do that a lot. We get really mad at
I
each other.
thought he was
here.
going to be like, because we don't hate women.
He's just all over the board. No,
Yeah.
we have a lot of fun time ripping at each other on this podcast, but we are also very, very good friends. So it's important to us that once we do get into the ripping territory, that we do track back a little bit
Yes.
to make sure
Like,
we
watch
are.
this. Watch this.
Oh.
Phil, I think you're drinking too early in the day. See, that was really negative. So now I'm going to say something
I don't
fun.
think that's negative at all. So I'm gonna let him say whatever
I
he
think
wants.
that's pretty awesome. I'm kind of jealous of that.
You want a beer?
Yeah. Now I
He
do.
can't drink beer. He's gluten intolerant.
That's
And that
true.
was negative.
No,
So
it's-
now you got to say something positive.
Yeah, because
not
I really
negative.
wanted the beer, and then you just made fun of my gluten allergy.
yeah.
All right, Justin. I think that it's really cool that you're gluten free because it allows you to keep a good figure.
Yeah. That was actually pretty. I didn't think
That's
he was
true.
gonna
Because
go
if I
there.
have gluten, I will poop out my butt all day.
little gluten,
that was
little
too much.
Putin, you know what I mean?
Sorry about that.
We always find a way to get poop in there. I'm still waiting on something nice for me. Drinking beer too much.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you-
Phil-
well,
you did
hold on.
say
You
that.
said it wasn't mean.
That's true.
You said it wasn't
made
even negative, so I could say whatever I want.
Sorry, and
You fucked yourself.
Rule number 3C, rule number 3B, no fishing for compliments. 4 is be funny, the one that we have the hardest time with on this podcast.
That's very true.
And
I've
5
been
is
learning.
have fun respectfully. Those are kind of hand in hand.
Yeah.
Have fun respectfully.
And there's a great commandant from the great wise Lynette Garcia. It is the show must go on.
Because sometimes.
We hate women.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, Lynette,
Whoa!
you should
Works
have
every time.
Lynette, you should have saw what your son said before this podcast. That's why he has a bucket of beer by his feet. What did you
What?
say, Philip?
Nothing.
Say it.
He said, I swear to God, these women are going to drive me to drinking. And then he pulled out a fucking half-drank thing of a 12-pack of a Lone Star. And I was like, you can't buy a 7-pack.
And I said, what happened? He goes, I drank this
Boy.
on the way here. Some woman cut me off, so I, went
I
and bought a
waited till I
12-pack.
got to the landing of Sunset to do it.
I will say,
Oh,
Phil
yeah.
lives close enough that he could pound 5 Lone Stars and get here before they kick into his system.
It would just
That-
cost us a second grade class, but
What?
it would just cost us the whole second grade class on a field trip. But
Oh,
we
boy.
could get here.
They're not. They got a snow day.
Sorry, I had to wash the car before I pulled up. There's a bunch of toddler blood all over it.
Oh God.
We are a comedy podcast.
Wow. Wow.
We have a good time.
We drink. Those are NA Lone Stars. They call them Oklahoma.
No, they're
Stars.
not. They're the full red can.
You know what I saw yesterday? Speaking of Lone Star, saw a guy wearing a full-on button-up long-sleeve shirt. Is this Texas state flag?
Oh, nice. I have the American flag.
Respect. It didn't look bad, but also I was like, do you really love Texas that much?
Yes.
Actually, and then I thought, I think Texans are like the most prideful people that live in a state.
They're so proud of this place, they're trying to kick people out.
That's true.
I challenge y'all to, if you haven't already, to read like an 8th grade Texas history book, and then maybe you'll get it.
What would I get?
The nice thing about an 8th
The
grade
story
Texas
of Texas.
history,
It's phenomenal.
you know the nice thing about 8th grade Texas history? It's written at a 5th grade level.
We
Suck it, you're
No,
dead.
it's
Suck.
every
I
time.
love it here.
yeah.
Hey, you know we did in Michigan?
It's also
we learned about,
also half in Spanish.
And then they secede.
and that's when all the Texans give up. And
No,
On
we
the
never
reading part.
gave up. That's the point. We got sent on the behalf. Well, that's the thing is like
I'm
we
saying,
made our own.
did y'all learn Spanish though to read that part of the book?
No, but we had.
You're like, no, I'm fucking Texan and I don't give a shit.
Did y'all have Spanish immersion where y'all are from?
What's that mean?
Exactly. So like
I'm from
No.
Michigan,
in
dude. We're the-
Texas, it's or second language ESL, English second
Yeah.
language, same thing. But like so in Texas, you could go to some elementary schools where they'd only teach you in Spanish because they knew how like essential it was to living in Texas.
So they did care.
Yeah, my parents, I went to a core knowledge school instead, which means that they taught you about global cultures instead of ESL, which is, or not ESL, sorry, Spanish immersion. So like you get to kind of pick and choose based on where you live a little bit here, or at least where I'm from. And then moving in, you would have full ESL students in your class that
Yeah.
you would kind of have to like,
So,
hey, let me help you out. I know your English is your second
are
language.
you telling me a bunch of nerds down here
Where I
trying
went
to learn?
HEB ISD, the school district I went to.
HEB?
Yeah,
You went to HEB
Hurst
school.
Euless Bedford ISD. Yes.
They
Are
got
you-
us. Wait, what?
No. HEB the store is Hubert E. Butt or whatever.
Yeah.
No, what?
Yeah,
The B in HEB stands for butt.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
With 2 T's.
Hubert E. Butt.
I mean, what the?
Florence
Florence
Butt.
Butt.
Guys,
They also own
Dude.
Aldi.
Guess
Wait,
what?
they own Aldi?
if you
No,
read
they don't
if
own
you read an
Aldi.
8th grade Texas history book, you'd learn
I'm
this.
telling you the founders of the different.
Oh.
Look up Carl Albrecht,
Just click
the
on
founder of Aldi.
That. No, you don't.
Can
Got
I
Let's
just
find
say
out
one-
about
Can
Carl.
I say one thing before we move on about ESL?
Carl with a
Every time he
K.
says ESL, I feel like I knew what it meant, but I always feel like he's saying DSL, you know? Dick
Which-
sucking lips.
Oh man.
I thought that was.
That's what
like
every guy
down-
here is probably like.
yeah.
Every guy probably at home is like,
Another-
I know what ESL means, but it actually.
Another thing that we learned in 8th grade.
That is true.
Dick sucking lips.
Yes, that is true. But I didn't know what ESL is. We did have Spanish and German. I was so dumb. I took German because I have a German last name.
Yeah.
But I took 1 year of it.
You
Quit
had to,
because
you had
the
to take
teacher.
German to learn how to say your last name.
That's true. And then, but my teacher, Herr Trottier, dude, creepy guy. And I'm pretty sure he got fired 5 years later.
Oh,
after
no
we
shit.
left.
He had a French last name. Why was he teaching German?
I don't
He got
trust
mad
you.
because I did he got mad at me for doing a Hitler thing in
Yeah.
class one time.
Oh, really? Oh,
'Cause
really?
I was talking about the movie Euro Trip, and there's a scene in it where a kid
Jesus.
does the Hitler salute, and I was just like, I think I did it. And then he goes, hey, you can't do that. You could get arrested in Germany. I was like, for
You
what?
could.
Lifting my hand?
Yep.
It's
Well, guess
punished
what?
pretty
Elon-
severely, right? in
Elon's
Germany?
doing it now, so
Yeah, it's a crime.
now it's normal.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did do it.
Bring that back. What's up now? What's up? And there's also 2 genders. I can do the Hitler salute and only talk about 2 genders.
JJ, I did not even try to get it in this direction.
What
I
is-
didn't
does he-
either.
I
does
was
he-
trying to talk
does he
about.
Does he own YouTube and Spotify or what?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was podcasting with Elon's little kid. That's crazy. You did a Nazi salute in a German class, and you don't even realize why.
punishable.
Oh, I did like the.
I don't know what the law.
I
I
did
know
like-
it's illegal. Can we look up
it's
what
interesting
happens?
to me to find.
I think you go to jail or you pay a. I
You
think
do. It's bad.
I've
It's
read
a bad
multiple
thing, but I was in
stories,
8th
but I
grade
wonder
and
what
didn't
it's
know.
like. Yeah,
I was just doing something from a movie, and I thought it was funny
you gotta
because the
find
kid
out.
was walking, doing like.
Up
3
to
years.
3 years in prison.
Strafgesetzbuch, section 86A.
A straight extension
Hey,
of the arm.
I got a question. Speaking of, you can
3
okay,
years.
So tell me this. So you can go to jail for 3 years of doing the salute, but they let VW still make cars. Volkswagen Volkswagen's still making cars. People are still buying them.
And Ford,
well, the cars aren't Hitler saluting.
Yeah,
but
Ford,
they fueled Hitler.
Tell them about Ford. Teach them about Ford.
Did you know that
Ford is a good company.
Let's look up Henry Ford real quick. Did you know Henry Ford's best friend was Adolf Hitler?
That's right.
Okay. Oh, we get to dismiss it now.
Didn't know that.
You drive a fucking Ford.
Hell yeah, I do, because my family's all works for Ford.
Is this a good opportunity to teach Justin that not every country has free speech laws?
Yeah, not every country has free speech laws. Did you know that? In fact, only America really has free speech laws.
It's actually kind of just only us.
It's kind of only us.
I don't even think you can go and say "fuck the Queen" in the UK.
Why can't you say what you want?
I've said some things in England that should have been punishable by law, but I just was too drunk and too small of a part of town for it to really. What I said in England? I don't know what I was. I'm just telling you, I was a nightmare. I was smoking a joint yesterday, thinking about dude, I smoked a joint in England. That's so illegal.
Inciting of violence is way, way tighter over there. So, in America, you can say things that would be not technically an incision of violence, but over there, it's way broader.
Yeah,
you can incite someone's mentality over there to be violent. Yeah. It's different. Your act would be illegal 85% of the time in 95% of the world.
You would be illegal in
your
a lot of
Red
places.
Lobster bit would just be absolutely jail time.
You want to see illegal? You want to see illegal comedy? Check out Justin Essenmacher right now.
Yeah,
it is a good plug for you. Not allowed in 95% of the world.
We're having a fun.
Everyone, the most audibly striking part of the podcast. Justin's video journal.
Do you want me to do a Hitler salute for you? I'm sorry. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Well, you are related, so I feel like you can do it legally.
It's called the Tesla salute now, by the way. There's a clip.
Dude. Hold on, real quick. I got one more joke. Hey, if Elon Musk were Hitler, they wouldn't have been gas chambers. You know what I'm talking about? All right.
Oh my God.
Boom,
I am not on anything tonight.
Bro,
Book me.
That might be the clip of our year, and it's only January. That's crazy. Nice. Good one. Yeah.
Ain't no way no one's made that obvious joke yet.
We're going Tesla.
I'm quick like a Tesla. Okay.
All right, Justin's journal.
Wait, what?
Justin's
Welcome
journal.
back for Justin's journal.
That's all staying in. I loved all that. Please, God, keep all that. That's his dad. That's Essenmacher.
Why did you say that? What? Oh, yeah. No, well, yeah, I kind of look like him, right?
He looks like your brother.
Is that your outfit that she's wearing?
No, they all dress the same.
We're from the Midwest. I want to get him a chain. Any setup? I went back to Detroit. We haven't had a TV. We haven't been able to shoot my journals show my journals for the last 5 weeks. So there's a little bit of old stuff. There's some Christmas in here, but then there's basically the Trans-Siberian Orchestra that I've been meaning. You don't need to know that. You just need to watch the journal.
We hated the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
I know, but I made it kind of look cool.
Y'all hated the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Justin's journal.
Yeah, we referred to it for the last 3 weeks.
I'll still never get over there wasn't a single train Russian or orchestra player there. It's just my
white dudes and guitars.
White dudes and guitar. We left faster than we could.
I heard they were Ukrainian. Come on now.
The Michigan.
What's up, Justin's Journal? Got right here in Michigan from Austin, Texas. Good old time bowling, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no fucking way. Oh, no
That's
way.
why Justin's shaped the way he is.
Oh, my God. Fuck you.
How many takes did that take?
One take, baby, all day.
You had a strike.
Oh, you went to Mom's.
You went to Eminem's restaurant?
This is awesome. Club Blue, can you rewind?
I want to go to Detroit. There's
Club
a
Blue.
nightlife.
You see Blue?
Yeah.
I've been kicked out of that place multiple times.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's sick. See, Queens, I've been kicked out of there.
So y'all just have a casino downtown like that?
We got
There's
three.
I got to
Next
go
to
to
each other.
Detroit,
Yeah,
dude.
what are you doing, bitch?
Y'all need to take me. I take y'all to where I'm from.
We're not
Time to be
allowed
part of
within
what?
20 miles of the
Now you're part of the journal.
Is that what? Why is everyone just a slightly thicker version of Justin?
This is my brother and my dad.
Because they're bowling for soup, dude.
Yeah, bro.
They look like they're bowling for pork chops. Jesus Christ. That's pretty.
Whoa, nice beverage.
Oh, it's a W
This is for what?
Is it good?
This is the rosemary juice. Drink it too.
Is this the one I'm always shooting the shit with when y'all call?
Yeah. Nice quarters there.
They're good.
What's up?
That's Johnny?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
brothers.
cool.
Trans-Siberian
All the
Orchestra.
way from Detroit.
You guys are shit house in the fucking.
I
I mean, how are you not having a good
I
time?
mean, what's missing here?
Drugs and alcohol?
You were on drugs and alcohol.
Not enough, I guess.
I mean, I would have been.
You should have taken mushrooms.
This is when I started getting sick and not feeling
Not even
good.
sold out.
I ran.
You got empty seat footage, you piece of
Merry
shit.
Christmas. I have to
didn't
show
know I got that
everybody this.
guy.
I opened a gift from my sister. The first thing is from Manscaped. This is Gentle Groin Wash called Crop Cleanser.
Hey, they know you.
That's going to be a good
How's
one.
it going?
That my
How's
sister
that
got me.
working for you?
Works nice. My balls have never been toner, dude.
Wash
They're in shape.
They're tight. They're
called
No
Crop
way.
Cleanser.
Go back.
That's
Y'all
very
all
good.
act
Good
like
one
this?
that
My
my
mom
sister
and
got
Josh
me.
did.
The next thing my sister got me for Christmas was Crop Preserver, aka anti-chafing ball deodorant.
Hey, if you don't want that, I'll take that. That's a
good
great
one from
summer
my
gift.
sister Chelsea as well. And the
you
last
kidding me?
one that
Does
my
Chelsea
sister
make an
got me,
appearance?
She thought it was
this
hair
is really good.
products.
I can't wait to use this from also
That's
from
kind of
Manscaped.
hilarious.
Uh,
Honestly,
Crop
I've seen your
Receiver, which
scalp.
is
It looks just like a ball
toner.
sack. Might work.
If you want to get your balls toned, go to Manscaped to get
Yeah.
ball toner.
It's great because you can re-gift that to a guy who actually has balls. That's cool. The calendar.
You can re-gift it to a guy.
And then I made this piece. This one's pretty unique. Look at that. I made a bridge. Mom's made all of that.
Not me. I'm married. We don't have balls.
Puzzles
Hey,
are
going
hard.
to the dispensary. My mother
Oh,
drove
yeah,
me.
dude.
She won't
Dude, I
allow
need
me
to
show you
go.
on camera.
What are you
Hold on,
doing?
It's a weed mall, bro.
Let's get in the
Oh,
car,
it's
bro.
legal. We're in
Texas sucks.
Michigan.
You suck.
She's going in with me. Dispo. Weed
I gotta
mall.
tell you guys what happened after the weed.
I've
after
only
we're
ever
done.
been to like Vegas, Colorado, LA, and New York.
You got dinosaurs. That's awesome, dude.
That was a gas station.
Oh, fuck you. They got some nice ones.
That one says blue. That is not Larry David.
That
is.
No way. What?
Hey, a member of our podcast. The guy who's done it before.
Flight and
Yeah.
he was first class, and you gotta go to the
One
back.
day.
Let me walk by you. He did not want. Can you rewind to see how uncomfortable Ben looks too?
He's like, oh no.
He's like, yeah, good dap up. All right.
Ben Dacus is here, dude. You're on my film.
In the business class. Hey, Justin. Oh, it's the curtain. Never mind. That's first class.
Yeah, he's the last first class seat.
He
dude.
roasted me, dude. He goes, maybe one day you'll be in first class.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
And I was like, thanks, dude. Merry Christmas. Bye. That was fun seeing him. And then honestly, Larry David. That guy looked just like Larry David.
Bro.
Don't say I'm wrong.
Hey,
Bullshit.
hey, I will say, worth the wait, and I apologize for doing the horn audio because
Definitely.
that was the best Justin's Journal by far.
Thank you.
It's getting better.
That beat out me blackout doing karaoke for sure.
It did. It sure did.
That's the ranking now.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. So, dude, the dispo, me and my mom go, and we walk in, and I just wanted to get some weed, and I had to come back to Michigan,
How it
but
always starts.
I didn't know how much I should get because it's like my last 2 days there. Oh, describe the scene. So you walk in. This is an old factory that they made into a whole. It's like you walk in. There's a front desk. There's a lady taking your ID, and she's like, "Hi, welcome to the dispensary. Have you ever been here before for weed?"
Do they grow there too?
No, they don't grow.
It's just that much product in there.
There's that much product. So what it is,
That's
you
just
walk
one
in.
place.
So you walk in. There's a whole desk. They
Bro.
got all the product. It's like a main thing. It looks like a Dave and Buster's with like all product. But then there's a whole bunch of other stores where I think you can like have your product there. So you can, if you're like a other like flower, if you're a vendor. So if you were like TEJAS TONIC, you could go have a shop there. If you're some other product, you can have a shop
That's
there.
cool.
So they got like 20 shops in there or more. They got everything you want from the weed. They got flour, gummies, the drinks, the bongs, the smokes, everything that you want.
You can't smoke there though, right?
No.
That's like only Vegas right now. I think they
Yeah,
opened
it's
up
just intense.
lounges.
It's also like
I don't know if you'd
for-
want that.
to be
Because that
honest,
you'd want a separate bar.
Well, I didn't like it. When I went to Vegas, they said like you can buy what you smoke, but you cannot take it. Like once you buy it to consume, it's like a bar. It's like if you buy an eighth, you just smoke the whole eighth. Otherwise, you're not taking 1.5 grams of that out.
oh really?
Yeah, so it's like
Oh,
it
that's
makes
different.
sense. It makes sense though.
That's-
It's like you don't.
That would be like a different
you can't
style
bring
and
your own
type of
in?
law, I think.
you cannot bring your own in.
yeah, that's
No.
so that's like a specific.
Yeah.
This
That
is
was the-
crazy.
Like
though.
Amsterdam was cool because you could just bring your shit anywhere.
Well, I saw on Reddit last night too that y'all have the most affordable
Yeah.
cannabis options in the
So
country.
you want to know how much I bought? I'll tell you what I
60
bought.
bucks for a zip of like upper mid range.
So I went to the guy. You know how much pens are that you guys get? So I bought 4 disposable pens for $75
$75 total.
total dollars.
Are they grams or double grams?
It was a gram, but
Yeah,
but it's real flour, and I was able to buy. So
Yeah.
one of them was like $15. For here, a gram of that is like it runs you $40, $60.
Yeah.
But then
We don't know. We have no idea what that would
and
cost
I mean,
here.
dude, I bought bags of gummies.
No,
they
you
had
can
the
go to
crazy,
legal stores here.
The legal store here, crazy, dude. So I
THC.
bought like you could buy bags of gummies. Like you could buy like 5 bags for like $50. It was crazy.
What's the tax percentage? Because like if you
The
go to
taxes aren't
Colorado,
even
it's
that much anymore.
20%, and then if you're like in a resort, it's another 8%. It's
Yeah,
like
buddy.
I bought 5 bags
buddy.
of gummies, 4 disposables, some and like 3 pre-rolls. It was like $100.
that's
we
pretty
should
incredible.
do a live show up in Michigan.
I've been saying.
I would love to do it. I
Let's
could
do it.
We could do it
let's-
at the bowling alley. I was
I'm not
bowling
gonna-
at
as
if
a-
you want.
Y'all are starting to run this Texas oil well a little bit dry.
We could
the gu-
totally do it at Strikers.
Garcia's.
Oh, but I didn't finish. So the dispo's great.
Yeah.
But dude, my mom comes in with me. I'm a huge pothead.
Oh, she
I'm sitting
realizes
there
for
and
the
I'm like,
first
I'm
time?
talking to this guy and he's like asking me questions and I'm answering and I'm like, I want certain things. But every time he says something, my mom goes, Justin, are you sure you need all that? You're trying to save money, Justin. He's trying to save money, sir. And I'm like, Mom, stop.
Oh,
Stop. And
no.
so she starts doing this. I'm 30.
Mom, I'm buying drugs.
Seriously, I'm 35 years
You
old.
brought your mom to the plug's house and she's
Bro, I'm
chiming
35
in.
years old, dude. And
She's
every time he says something, she goes, Justin, are you sure you need it? You're trying to save money. And I'm like, Mom, I'm sweating. I am blushing. I am so hot. And he's like, I got some of this stuff over here. And he's like, I got like all this pack. I'm like, I don't need that much. And he's like, every time I said something, he goes, it's like $25. And my mom goes, do you want that? Justin, are you sure? Because I'm like, yeah, give me
Was she
4 of
buying
those.
it?
No, I was.
Okay, then
You
yeah.
should bring your
But
mom
then my
to a
mom,
car dealership.
Dude, she's like the devil
Yeah.
on my shoulder, bro. And she's like, I don't know if I'd get all that. So then I buy all this stuff. And he's like, it's $128. And I'm like, all right, cool. It made sense for how much I bought. Because in Texas, if I would have bought that much, it would have been like $500 to $700.
Sure, and you got yourself a couple of things that
Yeah.
maybe get through.
Unless
a-
I mean-
$500 to $700 and could be 5 to 7 years in prison if you get caught.
Correct. So,
Yeah, but
which I
he's-
saved a lot of money.
technically, he's flying. The cool thing about that is flying back into Austin Bergstrom is you're flying into another decriminalized area. Just saying.
I'd cut that, but
That's legal. That's fine.
Well, I mean, so I had a lot of stock. I had a lot
The
of
TSA,
stock
the
on that.
TSA has been ordered. Not like it's a thing now.
yeah,
Sorry.
the Trump security agency.
Yeah. But the whole thing is, I mean,
Tesla.
but honestly, my mom, buying weed with my mom was the most
Does
embarrassing.
she smoke?
She'll take some edibles. I
How's she
shouldn't
get?
say that.
How's she get?
How'd she get? I guess
Mean.
sleepy
No, probably.
because she doesn't do it around anybody.
Hmm.
I remember the first time I found out that my parents were doing it. That made me so happy.
What,
is
sex or edibles?
Works every time.
on, man. Sorry. Oh,
You're
Yeah.
disgusting.
Get your dad.
what?
Maybe you
Hey,
should
guess
give
what?
your,
You know what? You know what's crazy? Hey, my mom and
Your
dad have
dad's
sex.
cool as
Guess
hell.
what? I know he is, but guess what? You know what your mom's doing? She's going on random dates with randoms. getting
No,
random dick.
stop.
Yeah, she is.
Stop.
No,
You
she's
don't know. You don't know
Yeah,
that. And he
dude.
doesn't stop.
Yeah, dude.
That's icky.
Let's talk about it.
Why would you say
Yeah.
that? My
I don't-
mom's single too. Stop
Oh
it.
yeah, your mom's single too.
You don't say that about Lynette.
All of her moms are having sex.
No.
So is JJ's mom.
No.
Well, we all got here.
Oh, I gotta go. I don't want to be here anymore.
We don't hate women.
We know we love you.
No.
Thank you for bringing us into this world.
Stop having sex, Mom.
That's nasty. Hey, to be honest,
That's
I think
disgusting to think about.
I think
Hey, it is the wet podcast. I don't know what.
Oh, me and JJ and
works every
Kyle
time.
Dowdy, whenever he comes over during like an editing session, he drops like the greatest vernacular for our podcast. Was it Kyle that came up? Was like, if you're listening to this podcast, by the way, you're soaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are soaking.
And if once you're done listening, you're soaked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you haven't listened in a while, you're pretty dry.
You're on a binger, you're dripping.
And I just want to say at the end of that, I'm so sorry to all of the moms that joke. You did not deserve it.
Yeah, you're.
But
right.
don't do it. No,
There goes half our listeners.
I am going to blame Marcus for that. I was triggered, so in retaliation, I have to say a joke about his mom because he talked about my parents. So
just lashing at
I
left
you
and right.
said you literally do the setup of. I remember when I first found out my parents were doing it, and we were talking about edibles, but I was like, I mean, this is a real easy part where I could insert a simple joke. Of
course.
Yeah, it's awkward
Exactly,
to think about
and
your
that's why
parents having sex.
I know, and that's why I
an
said the
awkward
joke
thing,
to you
so I
because
threw
it was
in there.
very easy
But
to
my
insert.
your joke and my joke were not even the same species.
Oh, they were the same species.
Fuck,
Yeah, it
all
was
right.
man and woman having sex. So that's the
We're
joke.
talking about your parents doing edibles.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyway, yeah. So I find out. I call them up. They were going to dinner. They were going to go to dinner, but
Well,
apparently,
great thing to do after edibles.
Say my dad's boning
yeah. So they take
dudes,
an
dude.
edible to go get dinner.
Yeah.
And apparently,
Yeah, it's too late now, thank God.
Go ahead.
My dad's single too. Sorry, that's what I was saying. Oh, you want me to say it now?
Oh yeah, your dad is single.
Yeah, he's single too.
And he's gay.
He's also
Mexican.
he's
Oh, I was
also
gonna call him
also
Mexican.
random dick.
Oh, hey, what jokes would be worse? You're talking about your mom having sex, your dad having sex with a guy.
I don't know. It's the same.
Same guy?
Either way, my parents are getting dick down.
Whoa, okay. All right. So your parents are
Works
eating.
every time.
Your parents are
I
eating
gotta go
edibles. Your parents are eating edibles.
we gotta drink some beer.
Your parent, give me a Lone Star. Give me a
Shit.
fucking.
Well, this is bad.
I don't want to think about this. Okay, so
It's
they
crazy
get
to
an
think
edible.
about.
They
I mean,
eat
we are
edibles
old.
and go to dinner.
Well, they were about to go to dinner, so they took an edible and were gonna go to dinner. But apparently on the way there, Mama got so stoned she couldn't like think or move.
Sure.
So she made my dad turn the car around. She's like, John, I'm freaking out. I can't do this. We gotta go home. And then I go, so you guys been yelling at me this whole time, preaching to me about doing weed, that it's bad, and you're sitting here too high to go to dinner. So then I realized, hey, we can talk about weed now.
Yeah.
That opened up my whole world.
It did, didn't it?
It did actually, because I was so worried about talking about weed, mentioning weed, because I thought my family was going to disown me. Because they always did, just like tattoos. That's how I grew up. Everything that was bad, dude, I was going to get disowned by my family. Hey, do drugs, disowned. Get a tattoo, we're disowning you. Drink, disowned. I have a tattoo, all I do is drink and I smoke weed. Works every time. I mean, what's up? You know what? Church couldn't help that, but I did, but...
You know what I'll say, though?
But that's what I'm saying. You grow up in church, and everybody in your whole life tells you all these bad things. You can't do it. So you just never knew what it was. And then all of a sudden, you taste a little bit of what they told you not to do, and you're like, this is so fun. And then you end up doing it for the rest of your life.
That's
because
why
it's
you
fun.
don't do it.
Yeah, but how you know not to?
Because
every
it's
time.
No,
But how do you know not to do it if you never tried it?
That's what Rumspringa is. That's where the Amish send their kids to
Yeah.
go be fucking psychos for a week and a half or however long they want. And
But we
then-
don't get that. We
You're
know what they call
supposed
it.
to-
You know what Christians call it? We call it college.
Yes, we call it college, and you're
That was
supposed to
good-
go
that was a
there.
good
You're
joke.
supposed to learn. Oh, I can't get shithoused every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, fellowship is the most important part of any religion.
that's true.
Yeah.
What about
Hanging out.
I doubt.
about Fellowship of
and
the Ring?
That being said, like I got to go to some camps. I was one of 3 children of a single mother. Sometimes, an angel donor would come in. A great Lutheran would be like, "Here's a bunch of money. You get to go out to do Camp Philip. You get to learn the ways of the Lord. And you get to experience fellowship." And I doubt that guy was drinking Lone Star at noon, doing a podcast with his 2 buddies. That's what I'm trying to get at right now.
You know what? I'm not,
Yeah,
but
Because this is too good.
But I am not doubting that he was
This is
not
way
an alcoholic. I bet a lot of people in that
No.
religion are alcoholics.
That's
the weird thing about it,
Not
man.
a bunch. I mean, I would say if you're devout,
Oh, if
Luth-
you're having
There's-
having sexual intercourse with children, you're probably a drunk.
you're probably not wrong. Well, Lutheranism is a little bit different.
Oh.
That way, I don't know. Like,
You're more chill.
there are acolytes. There are I don't know. It was way more chill. Yeah, it's kind of like a libertarian religion.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen other religions are very chill.
Is that
I have,
wrong?
but
I don't think it's libertarian.
It's libertarian. It kind of like what it did. It's like no, is it?
If you want to go back to the history of Lutheranism,
Yeah, but that is like they never lost that. The whole point of being Lutheran is that.
wait,
The
what's the
idea
point of being Lutheran?
that you're not going to be you're ungovernable.
Oh, you're right. That's what it means.
Yeah,
For real?
yeah, kind of.
Then why would you be in a religion? Because being in a religion means you're going to be governed.
Well, that they
by man, you're governed by God.
that was a
Oh,
very
you mean
simple
governed by
way to
God.
put
That
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
mean anything.
governed by God. Your
If you're
body
governed,
is your
you're governed.
temple.
You're not free because you are trying to fight. You're trying to you're trying to stay in line. That means you're governed. Does not mean you're free. Does not mean you're free to roam to do whatever you want. You are governed. If you're looking up to a higher power, you're governed, right? Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about here?
He just looked up Principles of Anarchy.
I don't think so. I
Principles
think
of
That would be a
I
great
think
podcast name, dude.
spiritualism-
Principles of Anarchy.
spiritualism is also intact into a higher power. So it's like you're not. You ever just talked to like a Zen dude who spends all day meditating to try to find like a truer
The
self?
Zen
Yeah.
dude.
That's all every religion is.
That's-
Just
That
kind
guy's
of
just
boiled down.
meditating
No, it's
with a
not.
fucking
Well,
nicotine
over the
pouch
course
in
of
it.
thousands of years with different marketing tactics,
Boiled down,
like
you're trying to look for a
saints
higher power to hold your strength.
Yeah,
to look
man.
Up to. Yes, I get that.
Yeah.
But it's not. I can't do this. Can't do that. Can't do
No.
that. Can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
religions
can't.
religions are great up front, but they always end up over expanding to govern.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
You know, speaking of religion, I went to church twice. You know,
You didn't go this week?
I got sick.
You're never
See
too
you at
sick for
Easter.
church, but
I was sick. Remember,
they
I
can
got the.
heal you there.
I know, but I honestly.
I need the power.
You're making fun of it, but I was
I'm
going to make the
not.
point. I was making fun of it and making the point. I was going to say, going now from what it was when I was young, I'm looking at it completely different. I was just feeling good, and it does feel like maybe looking for the higher power, not setting in stone, being like feeling bad about everything I'm doing in my life. But I feel like it might be helping me.
Well, I think you should have gone to church this week, bud.
I got sick. I've been sick.
What's helping
You
you?
go virtual.
The sermon?
I'm not going virtual.
Is the sermon the part you're taking away the most? Because as an adult, you
It's
learn
the
the ability
feeling-
to listen to the sermon and pull from it.
Yes, and
As a
that's what I
kid, you're
am.
just like, this guy is yapping his
Yeah.
fucking ass off.
And for real, I've felt
Wrap
yeah.
it up.
this.
Wrap it up.
It feels different this time going. I'm listening to it better. The guy, I'm also the people that are talking are more like us, though. They're more of a normal person. When you listen to this
High
old
as
preacher,
hell.
yeah. Well,
Hey,
when you
man,
listen to an
God
old preacher,
fucking loves
when you listen to an
dude.
old preacher that's never touched a woman, there's something
Jesus Christ.
weird. They have a weirdness about them, and they only follow like the Bible. There's no like realism of like they have no real world experiences.
Also,
You
man,
don't-
that's only Catholics. You know that, right? Like
Yes.
you're going to a church where those people are married and have kids.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So now I'm going to it. Yeah. So I'm going
Yeah.
to like. So they give
Yeah.
out a. They
You're
give
going
out
to a
the
den
sermon.
of sin now. That's where you're going.
Yeah. Something like that.
Whatever.
I don't know. It just feels
Makes you feel
different.
good. Hey, titty bar
Um,
makes me feel good. You know?
That's true.
I do find myself in a more truer sense at the titty bar. I
Feel
look
good
I
at
look
the
at a
titty
lot of
bar.
young women.
I feel
look
like
at
I
a-
get in line with the divine. That's the stripper's name, Divine, and I just
a titty bar serves the same purpose. As
Divinity.
my daughter would never.
And then
give
your
it up
daughter
for your
walks
next
out.
dancer, Sacrament.
Yeah. Sacrament. Lust to the
If
stage.
you want a VIP dance in the confessional booth, it's only going to cost you 10% of your earnings.
They
Here
get
at
they get a
Noah's Ark.
pog. They get a pog out there. All right, and sloth to the stage, and it's just a fat white chick who can barely move around the pole. Gluttony.
Noah's Ark is the strip club
Gluttony
name,
is
That's the
the
dude.
strip club name.
Noah's Ark,
We've got
Yeah.
2 of everything, and it's going to cost you it.
and it's gonna cost you twice as much.
Yeah, and we do have a 2-drink minimum. It's Noah's Ark.
We call it a tithe special.
Yeah. The Tuesday tithe special.
Tuesday tithe special.
We
10
are open on
10%
Sunday.
off.
Yeah.
Tuesday tithe special, 10% off is fucking great. Are we doing this?
Hey, we are flooding the gates.
I got a
if
couple
you know what
of
I mean.
investors we could talk to.
A Christian strip club?
Yeah, they only wear like complete gowns.
Hey, here at Noah's Ark, the flood happens on the inside, if you know what I mean.
Nice. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only animal is you.
Hey, just like Noah's Ark, you're gonna be the only man
We love
inside
we
this
love
club.
women. We love women. I
only,
love women.
Only thing we allow more than 2 of is the dogs. Where are the dogs at?
Works every
The
time.
only animals in this
You
club are
just
the
line it
dogs.
up like a Christmas tree. It's fucking great.
I'm fucking
Is that our new fucking drum roll? Oh, that one's weird.
Ooh, that sounds creepy.
That's a scary.
That sounds like
laugh.
Noah's Ark.
What does this one do?
Do we have a low laugh track?
It's the end of the laugh. It's the end of the laugh track.
Ew.
It was funny.
So speaking of Noah's Ark, Marcus's dinosaur.
Oh, perfect
What
timing.
the fuck?
What a
Why is-
transition. I was wondering how we were going to get into
I mean,
this.
what we went from. Well, I mean, actually, think of this transition. We had religion, it went away, and then the dinosaurs came, right? Or no, it was dinosaurs then religion. What was it?
we're doing
Dinosaur then
this-
religion.
Yeah,
Speaking of rituals, I'm drinking every week. This podcast is going great.
it is.
Can I have a beer? Can I try a beer?
You want a beer?
You want
Oh.
to try one?
Yeah, let's try a beer.
What do you think it tastes
the
like?
End.
Tastes like beer.
Let's see what it
So-
tastes like.
Want one, dude?
Well,
He's got
Okay.
one. I'm the only one not drinking like a
Cheers.
pussy. Cheers, everybody.
Like
This
a
is,
pussy.
this
Say
is
something
my-
nice.
I love my dinosaur.
Okay.
that's so good.
You like this one, JJ? This is the Ankylosaurus. This
Huh.
is, and it's a
What did you
it's
say?
a mini
It's got its balls on its tail.
Ankylosaurus.
It's kind of like my ball sack. It feels like they're on
Yeah.
a tail right now. They're so low.
Look at that shit, dude. He's got the big club on the back of
What-
his fucking tail.
What would this eat? Herbivore?
It's an herbivore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
eats grass.
Yeah, it's gonna
Just
eat
like us.
grass.
You can
eat
tell from the
grass.
armor, right? That's a
Uh,
telltale sign of a dinosaur. Is the more armored it is, the more it was likely
Well,
to be
yeah.
like,
I
defending
mean,
itself.
I never thought about it like that, Phil. And we will get to your philosophy here.
it's
in a bit,
evolution.
but- it's evolution.
It's Darwinism.
Yeah, but it's got the armored shell.
This podcast is Darwin.
It's fucking cool. This is a mini, so I think this guy, I got him in a double pack.
You don't say that's a mini dinosaur.
Shut up. So like $4, $3.98 I think for the total.
It says right here, suddenly a shadow looms over the herbivore. Tyrannosaurus rex is hungry.
yeah.
Ankylosaurus will not be an easy meal.
Oh,
No.
it's an ankylosaurus?
Ankylosaurus.
I like the ankylosaurus more because it's down to the
'Cause you
ankles.
can
You know, it's
say
like
ankle.
low
Oh,
diner.
The thing,
It's a word
this
you can
thing's
say.
all ankles.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This thing's all ankles.
All ankle, baby. Cankylosaurus.
Just like my Aunt Debbie, she all ankles.
Yeah. She's also got a club on the back of her ass.
Yeah.
Works every time.
You know
fucking
Deborah.
time.
You know Deborah. You seen her up there at the.
Deborahsaurus.
You
Her
seen it?
one cheek
You
got
see-
her one cheek got a clump in it.
You saw Deborah up at the Piggly Wiggly, huh?
Yeah, dude.
She sits on even now. That's weird.
Yeah. You know what they say about Deborah? If you don't move, she can't see you.
Come on now.
So this one was actually first featured in Jurassic Park 3. Very short scene, but it is in the movie. And then in Jurassic World, technically the fourth film,
It's another short scene.
it gets a lot more action scenes in the fourth one. It's
Eating plants
badass.
way faster.
Yeah, and if you watch the kids' cartoon series, Camp Cretaceous, one of the characters
You've seen this?
I've seen Camp Cretaceous is decent. The
What's
first
Camp
3 seasons are
Cretaceous?
good. Camp Cretaceous is an animated Jurassic Park
You watch
series.
that shit?
Did I ever
It's
tell
good.
you? Did I ever tell the podcast
first 3
about
seasons are.
how Markus left his YouTube TV logged in on mine one time, and I checked the recorded. I was like, wow, with YouTube TV, you could record anything. That
Oh, you want? Well, I know how he does it.
there's 26 saved videos. It's every movie I've already seen with Markus. It's like all.
Oh, yeah.
It's all of the
And
Jurassic
he
Park.
watches
Yeah.
them all again.
I know because it'll tell you where he's at watching them, and I'm like, this one says he stopped watching this one like 6 hours ago. I'm logging out. He's on to me. Sometimes I was like, should I just move it around? But he
Oh,
would.
dude, you would-
Markus would know. He's like,
I
no,
would
the
know.
Ankylosaurus hasn't come out yet.
I would be
Ankylosaurus."
like, who's on my fucking YouTube TV? Now I will say, and this
Watching.
is sad news. I had to cancel YouTube TV.
Amen. As you
Amen,
should.
brother. They raised the price $10 a month. It was $83 a month, and I'm like, oh fuck you.
What?
Yeah, that's basically that's an internet. That's more than my internet bill.
Yeah.
I pay $75 a month for Google Fiber.
You want to know what's
Hey, we
even
just had
better?
Google Fiber. Oh,
It's a
go on.
shit.
Yeah, what's better?
My friend, and I'm not gonna name names because it's technically illegal, gave me his YouTube TV.
That's brilliant.
So
That's-
I'm back. I'm
that's
You
just
just
very
put
nice.
yourself out there, dude. YouTube's watches. We're on YouTube.
Hey
you-
YouTube. Hey YouTube. This
Don't
is an
do it.
Ankylosaurus.
You know what's crazy? How Marcus follows so many rules and laws, but not
Not
like
with
a
streaming
free script.
services. Anything
Yeah.
that can put a sports game
Oh.
on it there's no laws.
Oh
No
no, that's no.
But he,
no
he,
law- no
he-
laws.
he won't use e-streams like a real American. which drives me
I
crazy.
was
I will tell you this.
doing
I
that.
can't do any
good.
of that illegal streaming shit because anytime I try to do it, it's like all I do is download stuff that I shouldn't download, and then it takes me to a site that does nothing to do with what I'm trying to watch.
You gotta exit out of
And
that.
you know what pisses me off? It'll be like, you want to watch this game? I'm like, yeah, I want to watch that game. And then I click that game, and it's not that game. And
So
I'm
as,
like, I
as
clicked
someone
that
who's
game.
had a conversation with my aunt in her late 60s, this is an unsolvable problem.
Yeah, you're right.
No, for real. Because
You gotta buy YouTube
it's
TV.
You
very
got
true.
to I don't know
dude, get me
what
this.
happened.
Dude, I will tell you this.
You don't know
I
how to
will
close
try to
out.
download a video, and it'll say download it, and it'll take
You
you to
don't-
another thing.
buddy,
Listen, Philip,
You're
stop. Wait.
streaming
Philip,
something. You shouldn't be downloading
Philip,
anything.
I'm telling you, this is another problem. This is for your Aunt Carol. If you go on another website and it says download, and you click download, and it takes you to another website, and then you think it's downloading, but it's actually downloading another program. Why does that happen?
just
actually?
look up e-streams real quick.
See,
E-streams
that's what it
is-
looks like every time I download something.
Don't click those.
Exactly. Which one is the download? Which one is it?
Okay.
Is it the orange one, the yellow one?
Okay, here's my
See,
solution.
now why do
to
they
you.
do that though?
Justin, we are in a streaming era. There's nothing to download.
Yeah,
Those
you
are
don't
all
download.
clickbaits. They're there for people like you, yes.
Okay,
but
to
they're
be honest, this was another problem.
Never
No, I do
download.
need to download music and stuff for video making.
well, then you YT to MP3.
I had found one that I like.
Yeah.
I will buy that guy a coffee one time because
That's a crazy line. No, it's like the YouTube bio
is.
of
It's a
any
coffee
free
one.
beats maker.
There-
Buy me a coffee.
it does. It does.
Takes you directly to the Venmo app. Every time you click it, like, oh, this motherfucker figured it
And
out.
also, guess what? Guess
so
what,
15
sir?
bucks typed in
Mr.
already.
Coffee Man, guess what? You are in my favorites. You're in my bookmarks, and I will refresh the page. And every time it says, "Buy me a coffee," I owe him like 20 coffees. I'm like Dumb and Dumber right now with the IOUs of coffee, dude.
That guy's we don't know who that guy is. He's gonna open his
Also-
mail one day. There's gonna be a $25 gift card to Starbucks, and he's gonna
That-
think it was literal.
You know what? I do almost feel bad because that guy's probably in his basement and he's probably telling his family just like us, "I'm gonna make it. I made this website, Mom."
We're
No,
not
like
in a
it-
basement. We're on the second story.
That's true.
We're
Third.
moving up.
Third,
Actually, we're way out of the basement, dude.
technically on the third floor. No,
Yeah.
there's a speakeasy, and there's a chicken restaurant, There's a
You know what we
comedy
do
club.
next? Actually, we're kind of like successful because every other podcast is usually on ground level. We're on third.
We were in the basement.
This is
We might have a penthouse soon.
This is we've talked about it on the Ghost episode, but Sunset is a very, very strange building. It is 3 stories.
Yeah.
But it's because
actually
it's
5.
on a huge hill.
Yeah.
So it's dug into the hill. So like if you walk down that hill, you're negating like a whole story and a half. But if you enter through the back alley, there's a whole other drop down like below this building.
Yeah.
There is a basement too.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
crazy.
what is it called? And what is it called? Eden.
Eden, the speakeasy attachment.
Isn't Eden like the start where we started everything?
Allegedly.
Well, look at that
Garden
circle.
of
We
Eden.
talked about religion. We talked about God. We talked about dinosaurs. This podcast, how can you not love us? I mean, Eden's below us.
I
We're
know.
above
I
it.
know how you could not love us when you found out that one of the guys did a Hitler's.
Well, if you didn't bring it up, maybe people would have forgotten, dumbass.
Also, if you're Italian, you're probably gonna hate us. If
we
you're
were-
Turkish, you might hate us.
Also-
That's the one thing I think about comics is that we all every human being has done something that they were ashamed of at one point.
Yeah,
The
I wasn't
point
ash-
is that we grow and we understand why those things are wrong, and then
Yeah.
every time we drink after that, we wake up and think about that immediately.
Yes, and then we talk about it and we think about all our mistakes and then we joke about that mistake and laugh about it later and it's still bad because we still did it.
Yeah.
Then we make fun of it.
Shout out,
TEJAS
Woody
tonic.
Ward. No.
I don't fucking. I just heard shout out and was like,
I've done so many
TEJAS.
things, man. I've ruined so many. I'll shout out. I apologize to all the holidays I've ruined. Shout out family. I love you.
Shout out
sorry.
TEJAS.
That's a real one.
I have
I
ruined
know
so many
y'all are
holidays.
watching. I do apologize.
Oh, yeah.
For the
I'm sorry.
inversion era was a tough era for the Garcia family.
Inversion?
We used to have this thing like the back things where you could flip someone upside down, an inversion table.
Oh yeah.
And then for
I
like
have one of
3
those. We
years,
had
me
one.
and my brothers would do like JMO shots and bong rips upside down before Thanksgiving dinner. And then one year, my dad,
Nice.
like,
What does that do?
What doesn't it
you
do?
fall asleep with your wrist in the mashed potatoes during Thanksgiving, and then your dad, who has already divorced the family, tells the family, "This is the last Thanksgiving I will be coming over." It's like
That's
you.
crazy
Well,
that
that's
you're-
crazy because it's like
You left. This
You're
is the reason why
wild
I'm
one.
fucked up.
Yeah. No, but
I'm
it
this
was
drunk because you left.
I remember that year for prayer, me and my brothers all had to stagger in our on our feet to stand still. We had feet separated, so we'd be like, "All right, lock in, keep your head down." Oh God, start falling.
Dude, honestly, I
forward.
want to party with Philip and his brothers.
It was fun. One of them sober right now. No,
It's
dude,
crazy
hey,
that we
real
say
talk.
so.
We'll talk about it. Look,
Real talk.
Jack is drinking, but Luke, the middle brother, he turned a new page. He's been sober, and this motherfucker, not even kidding you, 2 days ago hit me up about buying property in Trinidad, Colorado. Houses are for sale for $135,000. He's like, why are we not like, Mom? You know, our parents' generation they weren't as like organized enough. But we're 3 brothers. Why wouldn't we not spend $300 extra a month to own a house in Colorado? It's further
Yeah,
investment.
because Philip is one of the most organized people I know.
3 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bathroom, whatever it is. It's a huge house, but it's like we could Airbnb that sucker out, and then also we'd own a home. And he was just, I was like, wow, 2 weeks sober, and like you're the brother. Like I knew you were the brother that was like, let's put the money somewhere. I knew it was in him.
I mean, to be honest, it's a very good investment because everybody I know in this whole city of Austin that are successful own a house or 2 houses, rent it out, and that's the only way you make money, I feel. The busser at my other job, he's like doing very successful. He owns a rent house. He's had it for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
He has a job. He's getting another one, and he has like another company. And I thought, you just
Bill's financial advice.
on the surface,
thanks for doing it. We didn't even realize we were doing it, but
and on
you're
the
lurching
surface,
it
you're
in
like,
here.
oh, this man's a busser. He's been bussing for 30 years, and you're like, he's going on trips. You're like, how are you affording trips?
He
He's like,
is a busboy.
yeah, he's just a
Nice.
bus.
Hey, that's
Genius.
my old manager at the hotel. He told me, he goes, last summer you'll work with me because I'm buying my second house, and they'll both be like, that's what we're doing. But my brother was like, $135,000 finance comes down to roughly, it's like $800 a month, not even. For
If
like
you have 3 people signing on
for
it,
a
you
mortgage.
could do
Well,
it.
that's the thing. I told him, I was like, I got student debt, brother. This would be on you, but I would be an angel investor in this situation, no doubt, because it's. I did the math after mortgage payment to hire a management firm and to have someone come in weekly to get the Airbnb ready. We'd be looking at like $950 to $1,150. And I was like, yeah, bro, you're telling me for $333 we could be making passive income on top of that. It's like whenever we want it, we block out the fucking calendar and we show up and we have a vacation home in Colorado. The thing about Trinidad, y'all don't know about it, but in Texas, Trinidad is huge because it's the first city you can drive to in the legal state. You can go through New Mexico now, but New Mexico, It's not Colorado.
Oh, that's that.
So we're
city?
sitting there, and my brother's like, because he was like, what better place to have a vacation home than somewhere where I
trap
can just
house.
go and get stoned for a couple weeks if I ever decide to,
Have an
booze a
abortion.
little too hard again. Yeah, that's it. Sure, why not? But no, but it was
Man,
like I was
every time
like,
I have
it's
an abortion,
brilliant.
I'm glad I own
It's
property.
brilliant. That's Phil's financial advice this week, though. Is not everywhere is Austin. Homes are for sale in Trinidad for $135,000, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I like that idea. The only issue is going to be if anything goes wrong, it's on you. You're a homeowner. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
that insurance
Anything
was
breaks
included into
down.
the price I
No,
gave.
no,
you.
insurance is great, but insurance doesn't cover. Hey, there's
Yeah,
a
you gotta
pipe
fix
leak.
shit.
There's little
but
shit.
We have three guys.
You got 3 guys, but here's the issue: you are going to have to every now and then go there, and not for vacation.
You mean
You're gonna have
we
to go
have to go
business.
there to shoot a Works Every
The
Time
3 of
podcast
you
while Phil
guys-
fixes the fucking drainage
Well,
or whatever?
what I'm saying,
Yeah, that's
is,
fine.
What I'm saying is,
Piss off. Yeah, you'll
something
be
to
going to Home
consider,
Depot with me.
Something to consider.
Or you can get a, or you get a,
Something
or
to
you get a,
consider.
No,
or
trust
you get
me.
a
It's,
person that fixes the house.
we
You
are-
have a handyman.
we already, but like it's like to the point where it's like,
All
oh,
costs money.
we're all getting to our late 20s. The youngest even is now. And we're like, that'd be great. I mean, like, what? Real estate never goes away. Even if then, like
Yeah.
$130,000
No,
to own
the
a plot
price
of
just
land in
goes
a
up.
city, in a homestead in fucking Colorado,
yeah.
let's do it.
My
Like
thing
you're
is,
saying though, it is a liability.
there
but-
can be
but
liabilities
the only
to
thing
your
is,
assets.
I
only
would,
gonna
I
go
could
up, though.
totally,
Yeah.
I could totally
Just
afford a
just
mortgage.
know that.
You could totally afford a mortgage, but you can't.
Rich Dad
It's
Poor
the down
Dad's
payment.
Yeah, Rich Dad will on $135,000. It's only like $8,000
Well, do we have $8,000?
between 3 guys.
No.
That's a-
Sure, that's a payday loan.
Between 3 guys? No. We're gonna take a loan to get a loan. You got to take a loan
It's
to
America,
get a loan.
baby. Debt. It's like Trump. Don't give his taxes.
We're gonna get a loan and we're gonna buy a house in Colorado.
The only way to make more money is to go into debt. The only way to get an education to make more money is to
Well,
go
then
into
shit,
debt.
I must be.
That's America.
Hey, then I must be rich as fuck because I got so much debt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house in North Austin.
Yeah, you are crushing it.
But like you are
He's
richer.
right.
You are richer than like 0.01% of the world, dog.
Yeah.
It's statistically speaking.
How?
You should feel good about yourself.
How?
You have a
I rent a
3-bedroom,
house.
2-bathroom house. You live in one. Yeah, even better yet, renting is a luxury as opposed to home owning. In a very strange way, technically it is because you have no liability of
Well,
where you
I
live.
tell you this: if you also want to spend a lot of money, you can get a house.
Yeah.
If you don't want to if you don't want to have fun for the rest of your life, you want to be miserable, you can totally get a house, man. You can totally rent a house.
It's just the
Hey, how
Airbnb
much-
aspect.
Hey, how much money you give into it
You
every
get-
month? Only $2,300 just for the rent.
Right.
So just so we can recap, Phil's financial advice is just buy a house in Colorado with your brothers.
Buy a cheap house somewhere where you know vacation will like.
Well,
yeah.
obviously, Philip, I would love to
He
do that.
goes, yeah.
There's, you know how many investments I would love to do. Phillips, you know what? Your segment changed my life. All I need is just money to fucking invest.
Yeah.
It's you realize you sit there and you go, all right, we're talking about $300, $333 a piece a month. That's like reasonable to ask.
It's
for
so easy to make
for
$333
brothers
a month.
for
Obviously.
brothers who want to have a payday and or a property.
What
one
are
day.
you cutting out of your life? Or how are you going to get $300 extra? That's what I want to know.
work a little bit harder?
That's my favorite.
With that Lone Star in the hand.
I'm sorry, dog, but like I mean, yes,
It's
there's a
not
more
wrong- you're not
there's a more
wrong.
detailed answer, dog.
No,
but
I
you know
know,
me,
but
I've worked
I-
6 jobs at one point.
I know, dude.
I'm down to 3 right now. Like I'll work
Yeah.
one more to pay
Dog
for the
him.
house.
No, it is, but it
Dogging
is just funny
the
to be like,
dogging them.
What
So-
else are we doing
No,
other
no,
than
no,
to
no,
be
no.
here to
Phil,
work our asses off?
Phil, we're in the finance section. Like, it is a legit question that a finance person could ask you.
Yes.
What are you going to do to make up those
And
$333
you
a
are
month?
asking 3 Texas boys.
And no, I'm asking you, and you're
Oh,
like,
okay.
shit, I'm gonna work harder. And I'm like, I don't know how to put
Phil,
that on a loan
That's
application.
one extra
but-
serving shift a week, dog. Here, if I don't get another job, I'm fine. I worry about my brothers, but also they're pissing away a little bit of money, having a good time being in the early 20s. They have the money. Me, I'm sitting there going,
Philip, you're in your
offering
20s
me.
too, right?
I'm late 20s. I'm considering
You-
myself. I'm trying to get prepared so that my
Phillips.
30s don't hurt so
Yeah,
much.
he dresses like he's 40.
Yeah, thank you. I've worked on that for 10
You
years.
dress like a youth pastor at a fucking Lutheran camp.
You like this shirt?
Yeah, you're
It's
like, hey
aged.
kids, I'm
Could
gonna
you
teach
imagine what this shirt looked like before it went through
Hey
Goodwill?
kids,
Amy?
dude,
today
you
I'm
dress
gonna teach you about God, disc golf, and rolling a blunt.
That's all there is to it, man. What else are we doing? The other day I was golfing with
I know you were,
I was
and I didn't even know you were.
I looked at my buddy. He was trying to explain golf. And I go, "It's the most human thing we could do." He was like, "What?" I go, "It's like how fast can you get to the objective? It's the most human thing you can do. It's like it's a sport where you're just literally whacking something towards a hole, the fastest you can. Maybe not the fastest, but the most efficient
Yeah.
you can." And I was like, "What's more human than just trying to get better at something that simple.
Oh my gosh, I just realized. So
and
you're
it
trying
gets,
to say,
you know what's crazy? It gets harder the closer you get to the goal.
It also gets harder the better you get at it. Just like life. The more educated you get, more deep you get, more investments you have, the more convoluted it all gets.
That's true.
Or are you saying?
No, I'm just, you guys all made it sound so, we are like
poetic.
ants.
We are.
We're big ants.
The sooner you realize that, the sooner you realize that cancer may not be all that bad. If it gets
Bro,
me out of this
did you see?
Yeah.
I know. I asked this
Cancer
knowing
sucks.
that you guys didn't see
Cancer
this already.
sucks, by the way.
Do you guys know who Larry Ellison is? He's like the head of Oracle. You guys know Oracle? The
Yeah,
company?
yeah.
I know. I
Are
used to
they
live right across from Oracle.
Yeah.
They're
so-
moving. They moved though from Austin to Nashville.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which is great for us.
Wait.
It's great. No,
Wait,
it
stop.
brings the
Can I-
prices down.
Well,
It's
he
good.
didn't sig hell, but yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, what happened?
It's Nazi shit aside, Larry.
Wait, there's Nazi shit involved?
No.
People are
He's-
saying that the new government is a bunch of Nazis, but we'll see.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, from what I saw on TikTok recently, it does seem a little shady.
Call
Well,
new
they did
TikTok.
take TikTok down, didn't they?
For
No.
8 hours, and
But
people,
he put it up.
people posted memoriams.
Yeah,
and I
Hey, we
was
should
like,
talk about that.
I-
in my
Actually,
mind, I was like, I'm posting the clip
we should
tomorrow.
actually talk about
And
that.
I did.
I did post a clip. I posted an old clip. Hey, it got pretty good views too.
Nice. You know what?
Um,
Here's what I tweeted. I tweeted it right.
You didn't TikTok it?
No, I don't have TikTok. I said.
Why don't you TikTok
I
it?
said Elon Musk was going to change the name of Twitter again, and now it's going to be TikTok.
That's pretty good.
I thought it was funny. I'm
So I was gonna
working
tell-
on it.
Can I tell you something?
It happened yesterday, JJ, and we were closed.
The TikTok.
Okay.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Yeah. Well, no, you said you asked why TikTok shut down, right?
that's not what I was going to talk
no,
about.
he
what-
was talking
we
about.
should talk about it though. It's
He had,
a big
he had a
thing.
whole idea though.
I had a whole thing about Larry Ellison, the head of
Yeah.
Oracle, was talking
Oh.
today or yesterday, I guess, about how they are going to come up
got
with
you, bud boy.
vaccines, AI-generated vaccines that are going to cure your cancer. If you get cancer, they are going to use gene sequencing, much like Jurassic Park did.
I hope to God.
This is what he was talking about. He
do.
said they are going to gene sequence your cancer tumor, and then in 48 hours they will have developed an mRNA vaccine that is going
Phenomenal.
to cure that specific cancer
That
in
sounds
you.
that sounds doable based on that sounds crazy to me.
They're not gonna let that
Are
happen.
you
Did that guy
serious?
die? Did they
I'm not.
kill
I'm
him?
not even against it, but you see shit like that, and you're like, he just seems so matter of factly talking about it. That's what scares me.
I
The
was
thing
thinking
that
about
scares
it.
me is I feel
Larry
like that's real.
Ellison.
I feel like they
Well,
could do this.
dude,
What does he
Trump-
know about vaccines?
Trump offered like what was it, $500 billion into AI infrastructure,
Oh, I know.
which might be half that might be medical implementation.
It will be.
You know what I saw the other day is it's my mom, but the other day I saw Japan found an injection. It's my tooth, sorry, but it'll help human beings completely grow a new set of teeth.
Wow.
Yeah. So like we'll be able here pretty soon. It might be painful. That's what I'm worried about because
Well, I'd probably
you're
be like
talking
just growing your
about
teeth again.
no, but you're talking
which
about
is
a
painful.
Japanese.
you're
It's gonna
talking
be
about a
painful.
baby tooth shedding as an adult with full neural pathways and nerve. So you're sitting there injecting a dude, and then he grows a completely new set of teeth.
And could you imagine if they were fucked up? Oh, shit, I gotta get braces now, and I'm 50.
Oh no, I'm British now. My teeth are fucked
I
up.
don't know, man. You ever worry about that? You think like, what our parents thought was weird, and then like when I'm 60 and my grands come around and they see my fucked up teeth, they're like, "Grandpa, you can be like, yeah, I'm too old for that now. I read about it back in 2025, 80 years ago.
No,
I'm 160.
You're not gonna be. Yeah, you're not gonna be 160, bro. You're out of your fucking.
I'm gonna tell you
mind.
this.
Y'all
This
wanna
is
see
the first
what
time in a long
Lynette
time where
had to say?
I chased
Yeah.
a beer with a coffee in a long time.
Nice. That's
That was
fun.
nice.
See, nobody does the vodka coffee like I say.
I don't like the vodka coffee.
Yeah, no one likes it.
I like
Hey, mom.
brandy and coffee.
Are you busy?
No, we're on the podcast. What's up?
Oh, well, I was calling you to tell you some good news.
Oh, we're on the
Ooh,
podcast.
good news.
Good news. Good time for it.
Allie, Romano, and Alexis are all coming to see the Wet Podcast this weekend.
This is the best news you could have given
Holy
the podcast.
shit, my heart just dropped. You just made it. Oh my
They've
gosh,
even,
you're gonna make Marcus
pre-bought their
cry. Stop it.
tickets.
You bought- Y'all bought tickets?
They pre-bought their tickets. I'm fixing to buy Laura
Hey,
and I's tickets.
ask her
I'll
if they-
comp you and Laura then. Give them back
Don't
some money or
worry about
whatever.
it. No.
Hey, did they
no,
buy full
I'm gonna
price
buy
or
'em.
or half
Use the
price?
promo
No,
code.
no.
Use the promo code, but mom, I can comp you because I don't have a +1. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you after the podcast.
Listen to me.
Allie's not in town. I'll comp you.
Buy me a drink.
All right,
How
bye.
about that?
Okay, bye. I love you.
Yo,
Hey,
shout
that's
out.
my mama
Lynette
right
Garcia!
there. Hey, Lynette
Works every
Garcia,
time.
bro, coming through with the fucking cavalry. People who have never seen the podcast live before too. If you should know, we record this a week, and we actually haven't done the live podcast. If you made it this far, you deserve to know that. The live podcast is 3 days away, and we record 4 days. We have a 4-day leave.
I don't think I've ever cried on the podcast.
Hell yeah, dog.
I feel like crying because I got sad news today, but that was great news today.
That is good news. What was your fucking sad?
What was you said?
Oh, my mom's cat died.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marcus.
Oh my God.
20 years old.
What was its name?
Dancer.
I love that
Oh.
cat.
At Christmas time.
You just made me so.
I know, man.
I
I'm
miss
sorry.
Dancer died.
20 years old, dude.
But we sold some tickets.
Wait, he was 20.
That's a good
He was
life.
20 years
That's
old.
a good life for
No,
a cat.
He's a good cat. He's
That's
a,
a
good
long
cat.
That's an
life.
87-year-old cat.
He was
That's
the orange
that's
cat,
a
right?
good
No,
life.
we did the math. He was like 96.
Yeah, it's great.
He was a great cat. Awesome cat.
I love
great
that cat.
Love that cat.
He was that was the orange cat, right?
Yeah.
I love that cat.
But I'm glad we sold
Man,
some tickets.
that cat was cool. It was nice.
Oh yeah,
When I
guys.
slept in your basement, I love Dancer. I got to see him because I would always wake up in the middle of his basement.
What's crazy is you've known that cat for half its life.
No,
More than likely.
I don't think so.
Well, no,
How long have y'all known each other? What, 8 years?
I started.
Yeah, but he hadn't known the
Marcus
cat for
really
8
let
years.
Yeah.
let me into his life when we moved to
Jesus
LA.
Christ.
We moved to LA and then COVID happened and then we moved back and then I started going over his house.
Yeah.
That was a very unique time getting to know Marcus that way.
Oh, thanks.
What, you
I
get to meet
would
the family?
Huh?
You get to meet the family?
I did get to meet the family. Well, and the thing is, I would sleep at Marcus's house. I would sleep in his basement because his house was, an hour and a half away from mine. And we would be doing podcasting and we would be doing things. And we're like, COVID happened. So we were doing nothing. So we would just
But
hang
we were
out.
doing a lot during that nothing.
We
Gesundheit.
were. And that was actually some of the funnest times because we learned a lot. We got to do a lot of stuff. We filmed a lot. We hung out. It was like hanging out with a high school friend again. And just like, we had sleepovers all the time. But we were 30-year-old men.
Yeah, I feel like when people meet my family, they're either nicer to me because they understand. They're like, oh, Phil's loud because he's, he come from a loud place. Yeah. Or they're like, oh, we got to be nicer to Phil. That's a tough place.
What are you talking about? I love your family and I love where you came from.
I feel like
great.
I feel like when people meet
I
my
love
family, they're
introducing them,
just
bro.
like, "Oh, he is from Germany."
That's actually
I
true.
just thought he was
Yeah.
fucking around.
That is like
when you
straight
meet
up German household.
when you meet your mother, you definitely are like, she's not from America.
Oh, dude, but you go to their house. You go to their house straight. It
feels like
it
Germany?
doesn't. Yeah, kind of.
got a lot of IKEA stuff,
Was
That's
it-
what it is. And then
IKEA?
also,
but the nice IKEA.
but
stuff.
also the desserts. The desserts aren't sweet like Americans.
Huh.
That's a German thing.
It's also like everywhere else thing other than America.
What are you talking about?
Do you realize that the Japanese eat red beans as a dessert
No,
because
they
it's
don't.
sweeter?
Well, Japanese. You need to come
You
to
know,
America.
you know what I'm talking about, red bean
Um,
pies, right?
But
you know
I mean,
JJ? Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
when people come to my house,
We're disgusting.
I feel
here.
like
Put 50
my
grams.
mom would do anything for anybody that comes into my house.
Well, when
And
I
my
went to
dad.
your house, I
And
was
then-
like, "Oh, you really are from fucking the sticks."
yeah.
The sticks.
But now, did my family want to take care of you?
everyone took.
But then also, my brother is an ass
I'm not
and makes fun of
denying.
everybody.
I'm just
Southern
saying what
hospitality.
the outside
We're
people
southern northern
realize.
hospitality.
My favorite thing is talking shit to your brother.
Oh, my
He
brother.
talks a lot of shit.
I have to keep my brother like my brother, dude. He does not have a filter, and like the thing with my brother is like, he meets all my friends. He will immediately start talking shit, like the hardest shit you've ever heard,
Yeah.
just because like he knows about like my friends and people.
Last
And
time
he
we
will
were
just-
on the phone, he started calling us gay. And it
Yeah.
was like the 6th time in a row I live with Justin. It's like I go, hey Johnny, it sounds like there's some projection going on, and that put him on his ass.
Oh, you can't do that.
he was silent after that.
Oh, yeah, you
I'm
can't-
not gay. You're gay.
Yeah, it was like the Midwestern. No,
Yeah.
I'm calling you guys gay.
And I have to tell Johnny, I'm like, John, you gotta chill out, dude, because my friends are gonna like, they're not gonna be my friends. Man.
Also,
I
I think
get
he
it.
forgets that we do this for a living. It was like, okay, you can talk shit, but I have like 90 worse things I could say to
But
you
that's why he does it.
that would ruin your life.
And that's why he does it. So I try to keep everybody like on level kill because my brother does that. So I try to be like, you gotta stop this, dude,
Yeah.
because he also hurts people's feelings. But then also the people like he does it to everybody, to all my friends, and I'm like,
You have another brother?
No, I have an older brother, younger sister.
Okay, you only have 2 siblings.
Yes.
For whatever reason, I thought there was another silent or quiet Essenmacher.
My sister.
A silent Essenmacher.
Like an older one.
There's not a silent Essenmacher actually.
A silent Essenmacher.
I don't.
Yeah, it's fun.
I wanted to be like my uncle, my godfather, Uncle Todd. He's like the funniest person I've ever met. And then my Uncle Larry, he would be like Johnny 2.0.
I feel like I'm gonna have to plan my vacations, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm going to see your family. Are you gonna come with me?" Like, I don't know how else to go and visit y'all's family. They're gonna be like, I'm going to Michigan, and y'all
Dude,
are coming.
we are coming to
My
Michigan.
family, you
We're
could
gonna
stay at
go
my
this
parents'
summer.
house.
What,
If we do a
what's
live
good, okay.
podcast at my bowling alley.
What's manifest it? What's a good month for Michigan? What's a good month to be in
Fucking
Michigan?
June, buddy.
No,
June?
no.
Oh.
Let's do a fall.
I'm down
That's
for
so
a
far
June trip.
away, though.
Fall's great for us.
No,
June's good, too.
there's too much going on in Austin in fall. I'd like to do a summer trip up there.
Yeah, we can get out of Austin when it's hot as shit.
That's true. Okay, let's do June.
Let's plan a June, July. I'll talk to some venues. I'll get it all planned out. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, let's do the Blue Room. See if they remember you.
Oh, Club Blue?
Club Blue.
No, oh fuck no, dude.
I don't think you've changed the
that's
beard's
that's
back.
like a discotheque. It's like Vulcan. You know what I mean? It's like an EDM
okay.
club.
Yeah.
Like
we
you
said
go
we
in
should do it there, though.
you go to Club
do
Blue.
EDM.
You go to Club Blue, and it's fucking colder than it is outside right now.
Oh,
and
I
you're
hate
in a
that.
suit, and you can't find your date because she's trying to hide from you because you're hammered.
So y'all
right?
just do that, or do y'all like layer up secretly? Like, because I see pictures of like, well,
No, I mean, it's just like
was
6th
watching.
Street. You saw these girls out here, right?
I was watching the inauguration, doc, and I was like, you know what? That's a formal event in Austin. They're just wearing suits. No, I don't see any scarves. I don't see that shit. I don't know how cold it is in DC, but I'm thinking, I'm like, do they layer up? Do y'all layer up? Like,
Oh,
if y'all wear a suit, y'all have long
when
johns underneath it?
when I went to
No.
Trump's inauguration in
Really?
2017, I had my American flag button down. I had a jacket over that.
In a big horn hat. And you put your feet
No-
on
no
Nancy
horns on it.
Pelosi's desk.
No horns on it.
And he
No,
had
no,
the-
that was I wasn't at that one.
He had
I'm
the hel-
talking 2017.
He had the helmet with the two beer
The
cans on
inauguration.
it,
I didn't know you
with
went.
the
I
straw
went,
coming out.
Yeah, I didn't vote for him, but I went. I got free tickets. A free ticket.
There was a big lashback. They kind of kept it under the rug, but I heard that there was a big cry out because he did it inside.
Yeah,
There is. That was a thing. They're not
And
supposed to do that.
I'd have been pissed.
Well, I mean, I get it though. The weather is a good excuse,
How
but
cold
also
was it?
It was
it's
cold.
not that cold. But the dude was almost shot 6 months ago. Put his ass
Oh, is that why
inside.
they did that?
I'm saying, dog. Why not? I'm from a logistical
That actually makes
standpoint,
sense.
regardless of the weather.
Yeah.
Dude needs to
Hey,
be inside.
Can I
I
say
will
something
say,
that was
though-
funny? Can I say something funny about that?
You
That
got
I did see.
shit-
One of my favorite videos that I thought was funny was I heard the booing from when the Democrats walked in, when Hillary, Clinton,
brother.
and
Dude.
Barack walked in. Everybody was like, "Boo!"
Let me tell you. So let me tell
That
you.
was funny as
When
shit.
when he got inaugurated the first time, when he won, right? The
Yeah.
first time.
What's it called the second time?
What do you
saying,
mean?
"I'm back,
He
bitch."
This is the one that happened 3 days ago. Was the second time. The first time was
inauguration?
2017. They did it outside, right? They did it traditional, and Hillary Clinton was there. Barack Obama, obviously, he was still president at the time.
Yeah.
They booed. I booed Hillary Clinton because fuck her. I didn't boo Obama because I'm like, guys, he's still president for 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
We can't boo the president in an American flag shirt.
He messed
That's
up.
crazy.
He messed up his vow too.
Who?
I'll never forget that. Obama messed up his vow. I think it was either the first or the second time around.
Oh, because the Hussein thing, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, maybe that made a sign. He was on. Well, I saw Barack Obama was on the freak off. dude.
Interesting.
Obama
I-
was on the freak off
I
list.
saw that too.
You know.
Yeah,
well-
right. So wait, go on to the so.
No, so I'm
You
just saying
finish?
everybody booed him because it was outside, and I was like, guys, we can't boo the president. Well, I'll boo Hillary. Fuck that bitch.
Maybe
No,
you
but-
don't
but it
have
was
it.
wild,
maybe you
bro.
don't have it up north in January.
But also just think of
How
the crazy.
long do these inaugurations? Like, what were they wearing? Sheep's pelts?
I just want to know
It's DC. It's not that far north.
the
It's a
funniest
swamp.
thing with
It was chilly.
yeah
What's
how
up?
when they so Trump wins and they all get booed. All these people show up. All these people show up. The people that tried to literally ruin all of Trump's life.
Yeah.
They show up because they have to. But it's just crazy that these people did this to this man. And did Trump do this to them too? Or he tried to, right?
I mean, well,
But I'll tell you
He,
this, I don't.
said he was going to
I
put
don't
Hillary
remember-
in jail.
There's a
I've never seen any other presidential campaigns.
It's funny
or
that you're
anything
hinting
I've
at this,
seen
Justin.
Besides the last 4 elections,
what you
people before this were not doing this to other presidents. I
what
don't
you're
think.
failing to mention is something very unique happened for this inauguration. Marcus will probably would add more detail to it, but the fact that Biden pardoned every member of his family.
That too. I meant that too.
I
meant
saw
to
the
talk about that.
funniest tagline, and he did it 20 minutes before the inauguration, but he's sitting in a chair. So someone said, or I think it was Jon Stewart of The Daily Show. He goes, "Did this motherfucker have did he have his pardons on auto release? Like, did he schedule his pardons?" And he did. But the issue with this is though, so Trump
How many
comes,
pardons did he do?
This is the issue. It was
A lot.
A lot. His whole family
But why is his whole family arrested or whatever?
No. He did this so that they wouldn't be investigated under a Trump's
That's
presidency.
insane.
But
Fuck
hear me
that.
out, though. Trump also pardoned every single January 6th rioter. So it creates this narrative now. We've now, in the last 6 years, 8 years, created an American narrative where the exiting
when did-
president can go, everything I did is forgivable, and the incoming president can go. Everything that it creates a very, very an anti-catch-22. Lack of accountability. No one can be technically, there's no checks and balances. It's actually very scary.
But hey, if you sell that dime bag of weed, you going to jail for the rest of your life, son.
Well, Trump is actually talking about this
That's
I do
insane.
agree with.
Wait,
Drug
that's
traffickers and
that's
sex
crazy,
traffickers
dude.
will now probably get the death penalty in America, which is a crazy thing
I got
to
a
think
question.
about.
How the fuck?
He expanded the death penalty yesterday.
Wait, how did Trump do? Okay, wait. This is insane, dude. This is so insane. This is insane.
He walks off on that.
And all the beer's gone, so I guess the podcast is done. America's not burning. America is powerful again. Trump is back. Elon's doing something with his hand that we don't know if it's we should say. What did Elon comment in the?
Elon's a Nazi.
Hey, Elon, tell us on Twitter if that was what you said, a high five or a salute. And then also
it was a Heil 5.
Heil 5.
Eine Heil 5. Das war eine Heil 5.
Well, thank you everybody for listening. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share. We do appreciate you. We'll see you next week. This is the Works Every Time podcast. Bye-bye.